of the blue of the western sky comes Sky King. As we say here in the West, reach, partner.
Reach for Nabisco.
Partner!
Reach for Nabisco. The bright red seal on the packaging means there's mighty good cookies inside, my friend.
Yep, that famous Nabisco seal is on all your favorite cookies. Creamy chocolatey Oreo cream sandwich, yummy Fig Newtons, mouth-melting Lorna Doone, chipperoons, those great-tasting coconut chocolate drop cookies, and many, many others. So just remember, when it comes to cookies,
Reach for Nabisco. Nabisco!
And now, Sky King.
That was great, Doc. Like a real pro.
Yeah. Just like you said, Sky, there's nothing to it. I wasn't the slightest bit nervous.
Keep her on a straight course, Doc. It's time you took her in for a landing.
Yes, it's time we got back. I have a couple of house calls. You mean you expect me to land it?
You've got to start sometime.
Sure, I know that. But not today, Sky.
Oh, don't be silly. There's nothing to it.
I don't know about that, Sky. Seems to me tonsils and adenoids are a lot simpler than flying.
But not as much fun. This is going to do you a world of good, Doc. Flying's great relaxation.
Yeah, sure is.
Hello, Flying Crown Ranch. I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I can hardly hear you. No, he isn't here. Is something wrong? Oh. Well, just a minute. I'll see what I can do. Flying Crown Ranch calling Sky King. Flying Crown Ranch calling Sky King. Come in, please. Over.
What is it, Penny?
Sky, there's an emergency call for Doc. Mrs. Jim Tyler. She sounds pretty sick.
She's still on the line?
Mm-hmm. I told her to hold on.
Put her on. Doc will take the call.
All right, Mrs. Tyler. I have Dr. Sawyer on the line. Go ahead.
Yes, Mrs. Tyler. What is it? Mrs. Tyler, are you there?
Yes, Doctor. I'm sick. Very sick. I need you, Doctor.
I can hardly hear you, Mrs. Tyler. What's wrong? What is it?
I don't know. So dizzy I can't hold my head up. My eyes.
Tyler? Penny, something happened to the connection.
Nothing's happened to the connection. It's Mrs. Tyler.
Try to get her back. Tell her we're on our way. If I remember correctly, there's a pasture up near the Tyler place. We'll land there.
But my bag's back at your ranch.
Penny will get it. Penny, don't waste time trying to get her back. Get Doc's bag, grab the station wagon, and meet us at the Tyler place.
All right, I know where it is. Over and out. How do you feel now, Mrs. Tyler?
Better, I guess. But I just can't understand it. Getting so sleepy I couldn't hold my head up and then fainting dead away. I just can't understand it.
I can.
What did I tell you yesterday?
Well, that I had a vitamin something or other.
A mild vitamin deficiency. And I prescribed Vergese pills for you, didn't I?
Well, that's right. And I started taking them today, just like you said. 5 or 6 right after breakfast.
5 or 6. There isn't one pill missing from this bottle. An even 100. I counted them.
Well, maybe the pharmacist put in too many. Why, just the other day, I put a penny in a gum machine and...
The biggest bane of doctors and pharmaceutical houses. People who refuse to look at the labels on the bottles. I found this bottle on the kitchen table, Mrs. Tyler. Is this what you took?
I guess so, if you found it on the kitchen table.
What is it, Doc?
A very powerful antihistamine drug I once prescribed for Mr. and Mrs. Tyler.
Nearly a year ago, when Jim and I had those bad colds. Did us a world of good, too.
Correctly used, they're excellent. But do you know what it says on this label you didn't read, Mrs. Tyler? Maximum dosage, 1 tablet before each meal. Caution, do not take more than 3 tablets in any 24-hour period without advice of physician.
Well, it's the same thing you prescribed for me, Doc. I took one, and I could hardly keep my eyes open.
And you just took one.
Right.
Well, Mrs. Tyler, I guess you're going to be all right now. But put these pills away so no one else can get a hold of them by mistake.
I will. Jim. Jim.
What's the matter?
My husband was feeling kind of tired this morning, so I gave him some of these, thinking they were vitamins to pep him up. Made him promise to take them after lunch.
Well, you better call him wherever he is and tell him that...
I can't reach him. There's no phone up there.
Up where?
Mountain View Camp. He and Teddy took the truck with a load of kids for an outing.
Oh, I hope they haven't started back yet.
Well, they were to come home after they finished their picnic lunch.
It's after 12 now.
Operator, get me the Ranger Lookout Station on top of Spruce Hill. It's an emergency. Spruce Hill Lookout Station, Harvard speaking.
Hello, Frank?
Yes.
This is Sky King, Frank. I want you to do me a favor and fast.
Sure, Sky. You know Jim Tyler?
Guy who's just hauling for G&W?
That's right, only this time he's hauling a load of kids down from Mountain View. Now, we got a hold of some pills by accident, which may make it impossible for him to keep awake. Well, I'll get right down there and keep him from taking them.
Good. Now, if he's already taken the pills, stop him from driving. He shouldn't leave there any time, Frank.
Oh, it shouldn't take me more than 15 minutes. Do you want me to check back with you? Yes, please. Call me at Grover 472J.
472J.
Right.
Good morning, Teddy.
Look what I found left in the lunch basket. Come on now, Daddy. You promised Mom.
Oh, I don't need those things.
Well, Mom said you did. I heard it.
Look, why don't you run down there and play, huh?
Oh, no, you don't. Go ahead, take them. You always make me take my medicine.
And I thought you were my pal.
Go ahead, take them. You know how they taste me? Doc Sawyer said they taste just like candy.
Guess he never tasted candy, huh? Come on, Teddy. I guess we better get started. Home. It's time to leave, boys. Pick up all your trash. Leave the place clean. Come on, boys. You're keeping us waiting. You want to walk down the mountain? Throw it all in the cans before you pound in the truck, huh? Spruce Hill Ranger Unit number 1, Harbridge. I want Grover 472J. Put it through in a hurry, please.
Yes? That's right. Gone? Already?
I don't know how much I missed them by, but it seems they've eaten their lunch.
What's this?
I'll try to catch up with him, but I have no way of knowing which road Tyler's taking. He could keep going straight or turn off at the cutoff.
I'll take the plane and try to spot the truck from the air. I'll keep in touch with you by shortwave. Right.
Poor Jim. Poor Teddy. I'm going with you.
No, you won't. Benny, take
Please let me
Tyler
go.
into the kitchen.
I might be able to help you.
Get right with it.
Come on, now, maybe you haven't even taken the pills.
Doc, you better come along with me. I hope those kids won't be needing a doctor, but you better be along just in case.
Doc, assuming Jim took those pills at noon, how much time does he have?
The time varies with different people.
Any chance of his becoming aware of the effects in time to stop the truck?
Might. The effects are gradual, painless. Senses are dulled. Chances are Tyler won't realize anything's wrong until it's too late.
What the heck do we care?
The gang dog. Something wrong, Dad?
I just sort of felt sleepy for a minute. I'm all right now.
Maybe Tyler didn't take the pills. Maybe we're worrying about something that hasn't happened.
But I'm afraid it has. There's the truck, and look how fast it's going.
Songbird calling Spruce Hill Ranger Unit Number 1. Spruce Hill Ranger Unit Number 1. Come in, please.
I hear you, Sky.
We've spotted the truck on the main highway just south of the cutoff. He seems to be in trouble. Where are you now, Frank?
I'm just approaching the cutoff. I'll catch him, but what do I do then?
I've got a plan, but you have to catch up with him first.
Will do.
Before, Daddy. There is something wrong with you.
I'm all right. Just a little sleepy, maybe.
Take a nap, please, Dad. I'm scared.
Stop. I'll catch you.
Dad!
Find the brake.
Wake up!
Teddy!
Wake up!
Teddy, help me. I can't.
Wake up! Help me, Dad! Help me! The kids! Help me!
Inside of the truck, Sky.
I can see you both. That last one was a close call. Did you see it?
Yeah. Tyler must be in bad shape. I'm going to pull up alongside and see if I can get him to pull over and stop.
road grade for the next 12 miles. Try to stay ahead of it and keep the road clear.
I'm sure going to try. Follow me. I'll clear the way.
Anyone stop that truck, Sky?
What is your plan? I'm going to parachute down well ahead of the truck. That means leaving you here in the Songbird alone, Doc.
Well, I've never landed a plane, but if I crashed into the mountain back there, I probably wouldn't hurt anybody.
Except yourself. But you're not going to crash it, Doc. You're going to bring it in for a landing, just as smooth as butter.
Anyway, there's no choice. It's my life against the lives of a whole truck full of kids who haven't had a chance to live yet. If there's any possibility of saving them, Sky, go ahead.
Songbird calling Spruce Hill Ranger Unit number 1.
Come in. Spruce Hill Ranger Unit number 1. Go ahead, Sky.
I'm going to parachute down well ahead of you, Frank. Keep your eye peeled and pick me up. Over and out. It's all yours, Doc. Timer, Doc.
Nothing except to make him comfortable and let him sleep until the effects wear off. What do I do, Sky? Shall I try to make it back to Grover?
No. Head for the patch near the Tyler place. But don't try to land. Keep circling till I get there.
Check.
All right, slow down, Doc. Pull her nose up till she nearly stalls. Stall warning, Doc. Level off a little. Give her some power. All right, now hold with extra power till I get the door open. This is it, Doc. Good luck.
Good luck to you. That's more important.
He'll be all right. We'll take care of him right away.
right back here. Quiet. Stay right in the truck. They're okay.
You think I should get Tyler to the Valley Hospital?
No, just make him comfortable. Let him sleep off the effects of the pills. Frank, would you mind driving the truck into town? I'd like to use your pickup. I left Doc up there in the Songbird. He's never made a solo landing before.
Well, sure. Take the truck. Get going.
Thanks.
Guy King calling the Songbird.
Guy King calling Doc Sawyer. Come in.
This is Doc, Sky. Come in.
Everything's all right, Doc. Jim Tyler, the kids, everything. How are you making out?
All right, I guess. Flying in circles, like you said. Right over the Tyler place.
I know, I can see you. Are you ready to come down?
By the looks of the fuel gauge, I gotta come down. One way or the other.
Back up about 2 miles. Use me as a guide. Hang on, Doc. I'll be there.
Right.
Sky, what's happening? Who's flying the plane? What's happened to the children? And where's Doc Sawyer?
I parachuted out. The kids are all right. Doc's flying the Songbird.
Doc!
Can you see me, Doc?
Yes. I've never seen a more welcome sight. But I don't think I'm going to make it, Sky. I'll never land it. I can't make it.
Now, Doc, you listen to me. Landing a plane isn't half as hard as cutting out an appendix or any other thing you do. Now, don't you make me ashamed of you.
All right, Penny. I'll try.
Well, Doc, you got your orders.
All right, now line up with me in the end of the pasture. All right, just do as I say, Doc. Cut your airspeed. Cut it to about 90. All right, lower your landing gear. Landing gear lowered and locked. Full flaps, Doc. Lower your flaps. Keep the nose down. Attaboy. Keep it in a steady, shallow glide. Attaboy, steady, shallow glide. All right, Doc. Bring it on down. You got it made. You're down, Doc, you're down.
You did it.
We did it.
Oh, Doc, you were wonderful.
You were great. I told you were ready to... What's wrong, Doc?
What's the matter? What's wrong with you?
I can't say. Not until I've seen my doctor.